Welcome back here on Live Now from Fox, and we are following a developing story that we have been tracking here for a little more than 24 hours after a shooting. Gunshots fired there at the home of Tim Pool, who, of course, is known as a big political commentator with millions upon millions of fans on different social media platforms. Now, I do want to start from the beginning here because we heard from Pool on social media Saturday as he gave the initial information, saying a vehicle approached our property and opened fire. No one was hurt. Our security team is reviewing the incident and will be relaying the report to appropriate law enforcement. This is the price we pay for speaking out against evil. He went on to say, my immediate thought is someone was trying to scare us, but we have a security gate and armed guards, and it's possible this deterred something more serious. Now, earlier today, he posted this follow-up saying, security believes 3 shots were fired. We are in contact with police and FBI. Thank you for everyone who reached out. If anyone has archived Chicken City, the shots should be audible. Unfortunately, we do not archive the live stream. This would be Friday between midnight and 1 a.m. Important to note, he's asking folks to kind of listen in if they do have that podcast somewhere, because you should be able to hear those gunshots fired. Now, reaction is coming in from all over here. We did hear from Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene posting, quote, "This is terrifying. I'm glad everyone is okay. Everyone must stand together against this type of political violence and intimidation, no matter who it happens to, whether you like them or not." Former Congress.
Good morning, Owasso. This is the Twins with Owasso Live, and this is the Morning Loop. So, if you saw Chad's amazing thumbnail this morning, I don't know if you can see it or not, but
Not
yeah.
just yet, close.
But yeah, the Tim Pool was shot at today as that opening little segment from that local news affiliate. Again, you know what's amazing is if this was done, you know, if this had been like a left-wing commentator or something along those lines, like give me a left-wing commentator, somebody.
Hassan Piker.
This probably would be Frontline News. But they deemed Tim Pool as a right-wing, which he's not. He's like literally a milquetoast fence sitter, is how he describes himself. Yeah. I mean, his social policies and subscriptions are very liberal.
Yeah.
But he just tells the truth, which I guess is a right-wing phenomenon. So anyway, they hate him, and this would be mainstream news. Like CNN would pick this up if this guy was a left-leaning commentator. So again, somebody like Hassan Piker. So this happened to the Young Turks. I mean, I think Tim Pool and the Young Turks probably have an equivalent kind of setup and a similar sized operation now. More than likely. So yes. This would be mainstream news if it was anybody besides a right-wing commentator.
Yeah. It's like, and again, this is how we know that the left is more violent, is because where is the right-wing equivalent to this? Where is the only thing that they could point to right now would
J6.
be like, yeah, J6 and the Gretchen Whitmer thing, which again, as we've learned,
was mainly FBI agents. Like there were so many FBI agents involved and so few actual conspirators involved that they could not determine who started this little thing. So it seems like the FBI with the Gretchen Whitmer case, kidnapping case, remember, this was just an idea. A bunch of drunk, literally, the way Bill Maher described that remember those guys, the Hammonds and the Bundys thing, where that guy got shot? He was like, a bunch of drunk guys going on a beer run. It's like, but that's literally what this was.
Yes.
A bunch of FBI agents getting a bunch of drunk rednecks going like, hey, do you want to kidnap Gretchen Whitmer? Like, sure, that sounds like a good idea.
The Gretchen Whitmer case is literally like the Family Guy, would you rather bar thing that, he does with his friends. It's like, would you rather get surgery from a female doctor or, I don't know, what was it, like massage a gay guy or something?
Or get a massage from a gay man.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, it's just very, very stupid stuff. It's like, wouldn't it have been funny if we kidnapped the governor or whatever?
Yeah, again,
like, that's so stupid.
You have a bunch of FBI agents trying to create work for themselves by solving a case that they created. It's like you get a bunch of drunk young idiots together in a bar. It's like, hey, you guys want to go kidnap the governor? And they're like, and literally the guys were always like, no, that's not going to benefit us, not for our cause. And they go, no, it'll be good. A bunch of infiltrators. Literally, the case fell apart because there were so many agents and they couldn't figure out and determine whose idea this was. And when it turns out it was the FBI's initial idea, it's like, oh, well, this case is really collapsing in on itself. Sorry, we're getting off point. But anyway, so Tim Pool got shot at by some people. And again, it's like what you said. Where's the right wing equivalent to this? And that's what we were just talking about. There's not one. There is not. Like, you could be like J6 or what was the "You Will Not Replace Us" marches. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah,
the white supremacist rally in Virginia or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, but there was no mainstream violence, and nobody was all about it. Like, it's not like whenever they were celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk.
Mm-hmm.
There's not like there were people mad that they missed President Trump. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no equivalent to this. And again, the fact that the mainstream news isn't covering this, the fact that CNN and all those mainstream outlets like ABC, NBC aren't covering it, it's a local news affiliate we showed you, not, Wolf Blitzer or, what's that other dude's name? The gay guy on CNN.
Oh, Christ, I can't remember now,
Yeah.
too. What's his name?
I can't either.
That's how irrelevant they
Exactly.
are.
That just goes to show you. But again, the fact that they weren't the ones reporting on that, and we had to pull up a local news affiliate, just tells you everything you need to know about how serious they take this stuff. Mm-hmm. When it's perpetrated to the right, doesn't matter. We actually hope they die because it's good.
Yeah.
Good for ratings. If they don't, and it's just we can't let the actual left-wing crime statistics be shown in the media because we have to.
Well, let's even examine it this way. Like, Charlie Kirk had to have security. Ben Shapiro has to have security. Tim Pool has to have security now. I mean, he's already had to have security.
Cenk Uygur, Hassan Piker, none of them have security
yet. Yeah. Hassan Piker literally walks around town like live streaming. Like, so that means anybody who's paying attention to him that's nearby could find him wherever they wanted to.
If you lived in the same town as Hassan Piker and you were watching his live stream, you could go and find him on the street. Mm-hmm. Again, this is the crazy world that we live in. The right has to have security, and they go. And again, you guys, that's just because you're paranoid. It's like you wonder why we're pro-gun. But again, it's just a sad reality we live in. They don't care because that's one more again. It's like what happened to Charlie Kirk. That's one more political opponent out of the fray.
Yep. Which I have an article pulled up. I have a couple articles pulled up, but. And it always does this. It calls him right-wing political commentator, which, he identifies as right-wing now, but that's because the left has gone so far
No, he
left.
doesn't.
He's like, he'll say, he goes, I'm a fence sitter. He goes, but that's what he said. I was a liberal like 5 years ago.
Well, again, but the only reason he's right is because the Overton window has shifted so far to the left.
Correct. So, right-wing political commentator Tim Pool, again, this is how they always frame it, right-wing, said his home was involved in a late-night gunfire attack, and not a shooting, a gunfire attack.
Yeah, again, we can't even call a spade a spade.
And this is from People magazine, just for the record. In an ex-post, December 6th, Poole wrote, "Last night, a vehicle approached our property and was an open fire. Tim, and look, they dox him right here. Tim Poole lives in Harper's Ferry, West Virginia.
And this is his actual street address, too, by the way.
Yeah.
But again, what they just said there, what they call it again?
A late night gunfire attack.
A late night gunfire attack. Guys, this is what they do. This is how they word stuff so they can get away with like making it not sound as big a deal as, and then vice versa. Whenever there's an accidental discharge at a police academy, adults, an accidental discharge at a police academy, like the weapon just went off because it was an old gun. They'll be like, that's a school shooting.
Yeah, because it was
it happened at a schoolhouse.
Yeah,
it was technically a schoolhouse, therefore it is a school shooting. Mm-hmm. Guys, this is what we're talking about. This is what we're dealing with in the media. Mm-hmm. They don't care about the truth. They care about the narrative. They are lying to you.
It's a school, but it's a school. And the left will go, but it's a school, though. It's like, yeah, but it's not like it's for children. It's for people trying to become cops. It's not like there's a 16-year-old. There's not like there's a younger person than 18 years old in this police academy.
This would be like that video I showed you of those Rangers down there, in Swamp Face shooting on the boat. And they're like, accidental discharge. That's a school shooting, even though they're out in the middle of the ocean. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I do know what you're talking about. The detail that no one was hurt, the podcast host said, who is married to his producer, Allison Newbar, continued, our security team is reviewing the incident and will be relying on the report appropriated by law enforcement. With appropriate law enforcement. There we go. Yep, there's the tweet again, which we've already shown. This is for the price we pay for speaking out against evil, Poole concluded in his social media post. In another, Poole added, "My immediate thoughts is someone was trying to scare us, but we have a security gate and armed guards, and it is possible to deter this threat. It is possible this deterred something more serious." Representatives for Poole did not immediately respond to people's request for comment and more information. Now, may I remind you, like, this is all that there has been posted about this. That small Fox News clip, so it's not mainstream Fox News reporting. And then these 2 articles are about the only 2 I can find about it. Said the Hindu Times had something about it too, but who gives a crap about the Hindu Times?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like there's nothing to this. There's really nothing to it. Poole first rose to fame in 2011 for his live streaming around Occupy Wall Street protests. His shares, his views, his various political topics from vaccines to immigration. See, they always try to take it somewhere. Look, they're leading you somewhere with that. Why are they mentioning this stuff?
He is. You can't trust him because he doesn't like vaccines
And immigration. Online and has supported Donald Trump through numerous presidential elections over the years. That's not true. That's not true. He only voted for Donald Trump in this last election.
Yeah, he didn't vote for Donald Trump in the first election. Again, lies, misinformation. They're assuming that, like, they're letting you come to your own conclusions by giving you just the bare minimum amount of information that's truthful that makes you come to your own conclusion if you don't know the full story. It's like, oh, well, if they're mentioning this, it's because he's an anti-vaxxer. You know what I mean?
I mean, that is the whole point of mentioning vaccinations and immigration.
Yes,
like,
they're trying to make it. They're trying to be like, oh,
doesn't
this
have
guy's
the
my
right-
enemy.
Yeah, he doesn't have the right politics. But let's see here. Poole was met with support from various right-leaning allies and comment section from X-Posts on Friday, December 5th. Incident, "This is awful, Tim. I am so sorry that this happened. Things are getting out of control and this happening more frequently and frequently. Praying for your safety," Megyn Kelly wrote. And Marjorie Taylor Greene added in her post, "This is terrifying. I'm glad that everyone is okay. Everyone must stand together in this type of political violence and intimidation, no matter who it happens to, whether you like them or not."
Yep.
You have anything else to add?
No,
Or just
no,
listen?
dude. I mean, like I said, this is just reiterating what that guy reported on in that news interview. Like I said, this is how bad reporting is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shooting incident at Poole's residence marks the latest in a series of specific politically centered attacks in 2025. Back in September, Charlie Kirk, a media personality who was founded conservative advocacy group Turning Point USA, died at 31 after he was shot during a campus event at Utah Valley University. Months earlier in June, a man pretending to be law enforcement shot 2 Democratic politicians and their spouse overnight. And the Minnesota
bringing up
suburbs,
this irrelevant thing, saying this is the equivalent. This is the right wing equivalent. Like it is not. This is a false equivalency. This guy was not motivated by his politics. It was a personal vendetta.
Yes.
But they frame it as if it was
because
politically
because
motivated.
he was a registered Republican. It had nothing to do with his political ties. It was a personal vendetta against him.
He knew both of those senators. He knew those political people personally. It wasn't like the guy that shot Charlie Kirk. Like never met him before. Just saw a couple videos and said we have to get rid of this guy.
And again, he had their motive was political. Like I said, I mean, we don't know exactly what the Tim Pool motive for this person is yet, but it stands to reason if you're coming to a journalist house, unless one of his employees is just like wronged a drug dealer or something.
He's fired a lot of people, but I mean, most of the people that he fires goes out and gets jobs elsewhere.
Exactly, but that's my point. Is like the Republican guy in Minnesota knew those people personally, and it was a personal grudge. There was no manifesto that said I'm doing this because they are Democrats.
Literally, it's like there was no note that said this is for Trump, baby. You know, like that. There was nothing like that. So again, false equivalency.
Which, as you can see, who is this guy anyway? What ballistic evidence do they have? Not sure I believe this. This is almost everything he almost says is complete BS. So, like I said, all these people just questioning this stuff. West Virginia is not living right. What? Having to live with a security team in West Virginia means you're not living right.
Ha 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 ha. Yeah.
This means again, this is the problem. Is like the left doesn't care. Like I said, just because your favorite political podcaster, your left-wing political podcaster, doesn't have to have security. It goes to show you are the violent side, and the fact that they're taking light of this shows you that they really are the violent side.
Exactly. It's really really sad that again, why would what does Tim Pool have to gain from lying about this? Nothing. He moved away. He's moved away from multiple cities because of violence.
Then if you look at this one, this is from The Independent. Says right-wing podcaster Tim Pool is, again, framing it, right-wing political podcaster.
Yep. So it
says someone opened fire while they approached his property. Not a shooting. Someone claimed that they had opened fire. They always change the language around right-wing people. When it happens to a right-winger, it's not a shooting. It's not violence. It's not an atrocity.
It's supposed. It's alleged. We can't trust it because, and again, they have the video of him getting swatted live on air. If you scroll up.
Oh, yep.
Guys, swatting, if you don't know what swatting is, it's where you call the police on well, you just let it roll.
Yeah.
But it's where you call the police on somebody that you know. So let's say right now, if there was somebody watching the show with me and Chad right now, and they don't like us, and they'd say, hey, go to this address. There's a hostage situation going on. Then the police show up, kick the door in, while me and Chad are like, what the heck's going on? I mean, imagine if you could see the stuff hanging around in the walls in here. The police would be like, whoa, these guys have the means to do that. Mm-hmm. So we could potentially get killed by SWAT officers coming in here to raid a place that's not actually being taken by hostages. This has happened multiple times. There have been this usually happens on Twitch live streams. Like people will be playing video games, and if you know anything about playing video games, you're yelling, hey, meet me over here. Tactically, form up over here. I got to kill this guy real quick. You'll hear a lot of that. So whenever you're stacking up on the door outside as a police team, you're like, oh, he's doing something. He's actually getting ready to do something in there. He's saying I'm going to kill. So they're stacked up. They come in. They start shooting. People have actually died like this. And again, Tim Pool got swatted. His political enemies have swatted him, hoping that police would go in there and kill him. So check this out. This is what it looks like when it happens. This was what happens when police do it the right way. Not just barging in.
What? We just had a commercial. Golly.
Well, what do you expect? These news sites
sites suck, dude.
Oh.
It did it again.
So basically, we're not going to be able to watch this because
we've had a commercial every second.
Yeah, we can't do it then.
Yeah, we'll try it one more time.
Yeah, just a police officer.
We're done.
Okay, we're not doing it anymore. Okay, so this is why news is unwatchable, guys. You can't even watch this video that they have
on the Independent.
On the Independent because they have so much commercialization on there. But basically, what happens is Tim Pool gets up and addresses the police officers who literally walk in his studio, and they go, "Oh, we're just doing a perimeter search because there was a threat." Again, Tim Pool got lucky because Tim Pool has had the police called on his location so many times that they're aware of the incidents that go on over there. Imagine if you were just some random dude like me and Chad right now doing this. Mm-hmm. If police were stacking up outside this door, and we have no idea, and they came in, and we just jumped. I imagine, again, us jumping up is an aggressive move out of this seat. Being like, what's going on? Mm-hmm. You can get people killed. And again, Twitch streamers have gone to jail for swatting people. Like currently carrying out life sentences because they didn't like somebody and they said, hey, call this. We'll say that there's a hostage situation at my rival Twitch streamer's house.
Yep. Then we have here, the Independent says Harper's Ferry police said that the incident did not occur within their agency's boundaries and directed the Independent to the West Virginia State Police and Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. The spokesperson for the West Virginia State Police said that they have no information about the incident, and the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office said they could not be reached for comment outside of business hours, which makes sense because,
it's a small county. It's a small county. Police service.
Yeah. So, but what's that leading to right there? They're getting at the fact that, this must not have actually happened because we can't get in contact with anybody. We can't get in contact with any government officials.
Again, how journalists get their information shows you a lot. It's like, well, we called them outside of their duty tower, so we couldn't get the full story, so we can publish this saying we did our due diligence, but then say that they were closed whenever we called them. And what kind of police station worth its salt is closed? It's because the event actually didn't occur.
Yeah, it couldn't possibly be because it's a holiday season and there's not a lot of people working.
And despite the fact that they have the video footage posted of the swatting incident that happened. Mm-hmm. Again, I don't even think this is the first time Tim Pool's been shot at their compound. They've had discharges happen over there a couple of times.
I think that was the old one. they had before they moved to the new
Oh,
one.
I see.
That's one of the reasons why they actually move so frequently is because of stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
People start posting and figure out where they're at, and then they like, okay, well, we got to move now.
Yep.
Let me see if there's anything else on here relevant. Oh, yeah. So then they mention the whole, they bring up the tenant media scandal in here.
Oh, of course. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
poisoning the well some more.
Yeah. But yeah, said we were deceived. Just bringing up all that stuff. See if there's anything else that they have. Like I said, but again, it's always attacking both these two articles that I have pulled up, which again, there's only very minimal articles talking about this, like mainstream articles. And again, they're on the attack. You've seen it every single time. Far right-wing podcaster. This goes in concept with the whole, whatever, those two politicians in Minnesota or whatever. I'm surprised. The only thing we haven't heard yet is J6 yet.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Let me see if I missed anything else. Nope, that's really it. But yeah, just
No, it's
wild.
the same thing. So what else you got for the show, man?
Oh, well, I'll pull up this thing over here, which is absolutely hilarious. But again, there's a whole group of people coming up that's saying that Tim Pool is lying. So if you want to see this is from Into Thin Air, which this guy says he was on Tim Pool's podcast at one point in time. I'm sure he probably was at some point. Breaking Tim Pool shooting update. Many believe the podcaster Tim Pool faked the shooting at his property last night because almost 3 years ago to the day, Tim Pool claimed that he had a 9mm bullet lodged in my kitchen. Both circumstances came one day after Tim claimed that his numbers and reach were down. So what's he getting at here? It's like, oh,
He's implying that their views are down, therefore he's generating conflict in order to get his views back up.
Exactly. So as of right now, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, Tim Pool's property shooting, no photo evidence, no shell casings, no police report, no surveillance, no bullet holes.
Again, it's not like they couldn't shoot the gun from inside their car and the casings actually go inside the car.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you can't. Does everybody have to pull their gun out of the car to shoot? It's like, no, you don't know what happened. Nobody knows what happened. They say that they're handing over the footage and stuff to the police. Mm-hmm. Sorry they didn't upload it themselves and show everybody. And again, the whole Chicken City thing. And that's the other thing too. Is at the beginning is like Chicken City's not a podcast. It's to show you even how little that the Fox News person knew. It's literally just a live stream that they have set up of their chickens.
Yeah, they have a chicken. They have a camera on their chicken coop, and it just watches the chickens all day and night. They stream it 24 hours a day. And if a certain number of streamers or a certain number of donations goes, they play music, and the feeders come on, and the chickens run to go eat the food that the feeders squirt out. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm. Yep, 100%.
So again, they have to accuse him of lying. Again, you're not supposed to make your video evidence that you're giving to the police public. So you just hand it straight over to the police so they can analyze it before they just release it to the public. But
Hotep Jesus, man, since he's been beefing with Candace here recently, Hotep Jesus has a theory on who shot up Tim Pool's house, and it's Candace Owens. I love it.
That's what I was talking about. I was like, we could actually do a show about unfounded conspiracies about Candace being the one that shot up Tim Pool's house or hired people to go shoot up.
We know we have FBI. We have FBI evidence
that has credible threats have been issued by Candace Owens to Tim Pool. It's like, again, this is what Candace Owens has devolved into. But again, this is hilarious. That's a great meme made by Hotep Jesus. It's like,
here's the other one, and someone yells, "Timmy!"
Yeah. You guys know this is what is this movie called? Boys in the Hood. Mm-hmm. And this is great. That's Candace Owens pulling out that shotgun, shooting poor Ricky, which is now Timmy, and that is great. That is peak memeing right there. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Hotep Jesus. That is hilarious.
Yeah, very good stuff.
Timmy, so good, so good. I was dying when Chad, because I hadn't seen him. Before the show today, so.
Mm-hmm. But kind of getting back into the Candace, we'll get back in the Candace Owens grave at first. But this is the thing: is like, I will not risk offending the left. And goes, and we have Aragon here. The left is already offended, whether you risk it or not. And
yes.
It's like, that's true. It's like, why? And again, we ask. This is why this meme is relevant. Is why is there no equivalent of this for left-wing podcasters ever?
Yep.
No left-wing podcaster has to walk around with armed guards. Nope. So weird. So strange that this never happens the other direction.
Yep.
What else we got here? Oh yeah, and then we have
It's weird.
Milo Yiannopoulos. He comes on the show to defend Candace Owens, and he makes again. This is why Milo Yiannopoulos and Candace Owens are just rage or clickbait. Now Milo Yiannopoulos is accusing Charlie Kirk and Benny Johnson of being gay, and again he's on Candace Owens' side, and again this is what I said, like evil. Like, this is how you knew Milo Yiannopoulos, like, never trust, the witty, sassy gay guy, because when it's like Candace Owens, he feels scorned by the Republicans and the Trump administration. So therefore, they're going to get
We have to tear down the system.
We have to tear down the system that we helped prop up. And just because they thought you were too crass, some of your views were too extreme for them, just like, how dare you get rid of me after I helped endorse you? That's what the Candace Owens Milo thing seems to be to me.
Yeah.
Because he was being extremely, like, catty and rude on the Timcast.
Yeah,
to
this
everybody.
was by far one of the worst appearances that I've ever seen Milo have. And it's just because I didn't think there was any substance to what they were talking about, like, at all.
So we'll play this through real quick, and we'll kind of talk about it here in a second. But this is his accusation against Benny Johnson right here.
One of the most distinctive things about the right wing in this country is its homosexual overtones. Benny Johnson posts pictures of his children every 2 days. It's weird. And everybody knows what went on with Benny Johnson in those lobbies and in those hotel rooms at SAS. Everybody knows.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Men, younger men, not underage. At least I don't know that.
Okay, wait.
His wife was crying drunk in the lobby 3 SASs in a row about how her husband was upstairs with boys.
Come on.
Like, go ask her.
Come on.
Go ask her.
Come on, Milo.
Go ask her.
Milo, aren't you ever
And the
scared of getting sued? You say some
let me-
crazy.
let me-
I'm sitting here like I am humbled by the lore and your ability.
audacity,
to just, I mean, like, there's no teapots in this room.
And
now
again,
to express how I feel.
is it
George?
possible that this is real? Yes, it's possible. But again, there's no evidence. It's all allegations. Like,
This is the Candace Owens stuff. It's like, if you have the evidence, come with the receipts. Show this. And again, two, the other point of this is it's defamatory, first off. But two, if this is true, how does he know about this? This kind of implies that Milo Yiannopoulos has been at these events and done similar things that Benny Johnson was doing, or Benny Johnson.
Well, we know
whatever.
that Milo Yiannopoulos did similar things to this, but again, he's a reborn Christian now. So I mean, he's not gay anymore, and he is, following Catholicism strictly now, which I hope that's true. But again, much like what Candace Owens is doing, Milo's just launching an allegation here, but not. I mean, again, show us at least a picture of Benny holding like in a one of these men that he's saying that Benny's with, like a picture of them doing some weirdly weird stuff. It's like, okay, that's pretty sus right there.
Yeah.
But just launching into it and going. And again, they roll in these circles where maybe this is common knowledge in these circles that they roll in. But with the rest of us, we're laymen. This is why, again, Candace Owens is so popular. It's like Candace Owens, like, I'm in these circles and these crowds. I know the secrets. Let me tell you about the secrets. And again, engaging in gossip. And again, if you're actually a Christian, it's like. Again, according to Milo, this wouldn't be gossip, but to the rest of us, it's gossip because, again, there's no factual evidence to accompany it.
Gossip is just speculating about things to be true, and like that's the thing is like women do love gossip, and that's what Milo Yiannopoulos, that's what that is a feminine energy thing. That's why women love gossip. Gay people love gossip.
Yeah, they engage in reputation destruction. It's what they do.
And then here he is saying accusing Charlie Kirk of being gay, and saying that he kind of excluded people from Turning Point. Like, he was the gatekeeper. But again, he's the starter of the company. He's allowed to gatekeep who he allows to come and have speak at his events and stuff. So let's check this out.
I'm always a couple of days behind watching on the show because I've got stuff going on. But somebody tweeted today that Candace said that she believed that they were about to get a divorce. I think he was gay.
Okay. Okay, so Candace says and makes a claim that he was about to divorce his wife. That Christian Charlie Kirk was about to divorce his wife, and then Milo says, I think he was gay. That is gossip. That is pure gossip. And again, I don't care if it's his best friend, like, a man does not go. Charlie Kirk had dude friends, guaranteed. You do not go to a woman to talk to about marital issues. No dudes would do that. They would go to their they'd go to their bros first. That is weird. You don't go to a woman, like I said. But that's the thing is like Tim Pool implies that he thinks that and
Candace
it could be
Owens
true,
was
Candace
in
is
love.
in love with Charlie.
Well,
Kirk.
I think she convinced herself that she was in love with Charlie Kirk post-death. Like, she was like the one. She thinks she's the one that got away. You know what I mean? I think that's that again. Because why? Because that sells. That's like, oh, Charlie Kirk and like. I mean, it's her audience fantasizing. Oh my gosh, could you imagine Candace and Charlie? Like, they're selling you the what if scenarios. It's fan fiction. Let me sell you the fan fiction that if me and Charlie had gotten together. I mean, her husband should be pissed about this.
Yeah. And again, like the whole psyop that like, but this is why how you know Candace is wrong. Is like her literal belief is that Erica Kirk married Charlie Kirk fraudulently, had his children, and then was like, this was my plan all along to get in with Israel and then have him killed all along.
Yes.
Like the more you back up, the more ridiculous that sounds to you. The more you think about it.
Yes.
It's like, wow, she really went in deep with this frickin', like disguise or spy, whatever you
Yeah.
want to call it. It's literally that is the bad fan fiction spy novel stuff. right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh! But we'll see what else. See if there's anything else on the end of this.
And I think he was gay. And
Come on,
You know that you do know that I've criticized.
What? Like this is. I'm sorry, Tim, but like, why would you even go there? Like to say something like that?
Oh, I'll tell you why.
No. The man's dead. You're calling now. You
Yeah,
think he's
that's
gay.
when,
They were
that's when
getting a
people
divorce,
can
like-
talk. That's when people can tell the truth. I'm always a couple of days behind watching on the show.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, when they can't defend themselves, they can't tell the truth. Like no one can. They can't defend their own argument there because they're dead.
Yeah.
God in heaven. But yeah, that's gossip. That is straight up gossip.
But this also goes to show you, it's like, this is how we have to be very tactful with how we deal with our people, even on the right, that we have political disagreements with. Like, again, Candace Owens being forced out of Turning Point because of some bad takes she had. I mean, she was unceremoniously let go, and Charlie didn't do a whole lot to stop them from doing that. It's like, imagine the
So you can pick
chapters
the
turning
time.
on her. Or Charlie being, again, maybe it was Charlie that let her go, And then now you have Milo, who was allegedly scorned by Charlie Kirk and his organization. It's like, maybe he just didn't like your tact, Milo. Maybe you just explicitly talking about gay, homosexual acts all the time. It's like, but he goes, but Charlie brought gays into this. Yes, but they didn't explicitly talk about their sex lives, though. You did.
Yeah, well, here's the other thing, too, is like Milo has straight up said that he went to go party with a bunch of the people.
Yeah,
that
the
he
frat
hung out
houses
with
and
that
stuff, yeah.
Charlie Kirk does not strike me as somebody. Maybe there's video evidence out there that he did, but yeah, it's like that's the two things: is Milo was the rock star and Charlie Kirk was the
Christian,
closed off Christian conservative guy.
He was
I don't go to bars.
He was
I don't drink.
He was the what'd you call it? Stumo guy.
Yeah.
Like Charlie Kirk's the Stumo kid that goes, "Hey guys, we'll go to bed at 10:00." It's like, and Milo was, "I'm going to party with all the frat stars." Like that was Milo versus Charlie.
Exactly. So imagine that. Like, do you think there would have been a little bit of like a culture clash if he invited him into Turning Point, and then Turning Point got known as the gay drug,
Yes.
party house or whatever,
Yes.
organization? But here we go. Then this right here is like, this just goes to show you like how delusional. Now we're kind of turning this more into like how delusional Candace Owens is. And again, where's Candace Owens' threat? Like I said, she says that she's been threatened by the French foreign legions after her. you know?
Israel and France is teaming up against her to destroy her. Yeah.
Said whereas Tim Pool's actually getting like shootings at his building. So
Yeah.
let's check this out. Like I love this is from April Silverman or Callie MAGA Barbie. Candace Owens' cult is going to hate this video. Truth hurts. Give me your best mental gymnastics in the comments to help keep and seek help. You can pick the place and time, but yeah, this is her talking about debating people after the Charlie Kirk event. And then this is just hilarious. It's like she's like, I'll debate you anytime, any place, and then here's like literally like a few days later, like a week later. Check this out.
You can pick the place, you can pick the time. Turning Point USA decided it was a good time to issue a confirmation plus an ultimatum, a time and a date. Say we do it tomorrow. We don't need to plan for this. We don't need lawyers in between us, lawyer statements. It's not how I roll. I should tell you that they did not send me an email. They did not send me a text message. They did not coordinate anything with me. They simply made this midnight announcement and gave it a countdown. You can pick the place, you can pick the time. I say we do it tomorrow. We don't need to plan for this. We don't need lawyers in between us, lawyer statements. It's not how I roll. You can pick the place, you can pick the time. Turning Point USA decided.
Yep. And then again, like Steven Crowder even offered her like $30,000 to debate him live, and she refused. So this goes to show you, like, this is how you know she's all gossip. Because she doesn't have anything. And then I have this video right here that shows that she doesn't even really know what she's talking about, which I like this guy here. I thought I already followed this guy. Oh, this must be on.
Yeah, this is your other account.
Yeah, this is my other account. Okay. But yeah, love this. This guy comes with the receipts too, so check this out.
And I, first and foremost, do not believe that Tyler Robinson killed Charlie Kirk. I want to be very clear on that. Whether he was involved, I think the answer is yes. I think that's obvious.
And your basis for saying he didn't act alone is what?
I don't know, maybe the weird Fed messages that were concocted out of thin air that had no timestamp and were written like they were speaking in 1822, among other things. Their lack of an ability to answer any basic questions about what took place.
But do you have any proof that the messages were made up? Because that would be easily proven.
Yeah, but they didn't put timestamps on them, and Discord came out and said they didn't exist.
This was supposedly text messages, not Discord messages. It's my understanding from the indictment.
I actually...
I'm going to pause just for a second because she's confusing the Discord messages that
With
people were
text
making
messages.
plans, like that little furry group in the Twitch thing. She's getting that confused with the text messages that the actual shooter, which I forget his name already, was texting his boyfriend about, hey, check my note underneath my keyboard. So she's conflating two different things right here. It's going to show you how little she truly knows about this event.
Yeah.
So we'll keep going because he has a better breakdown, but I mean, that's what it is, because I know what she's talking about. I know what she thinks she's talking about better than she does in this interview.
did not read that they were text messages.
Yeah, that's because she didn't read the indictment. This is the indictment. Look at the top paragraph, count 5, and look at the last sentence. That's directing his roommate to delete incriminating text messages. But we're not done. You can pause to read this as well. This is where the indictment starts to talk about the roommate. I'll read it for you. Police interviewed Robinson's roommate, a biological male who was involved in a romantic relationship with Robinson. The roommate told police that the roommate received messages from Robinson about the shooting and provided those messages to police. On September 10th, the roommate received a text message from Robinson which said, "Drop what you are doing and look under my keyboard." The roommate looked under the keyboard and found a note that stated, "I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk and I'm going to take it." Police found a photograph of this note. The following text exchange then took place, and then it goes to list out the conversation that they had. So in the indictment, it says they were text messages. But Candace's proof is that there weren't timestamps, and Discord said these messages didn't happen. Yikes. Discord said it didn't happen because they were text messages. So let's continue a bit.
Calls them text messages. What would it be like the feds are like on a computer, like typing it out back and
That's
forth?
exactly what it is. The feds made up the text messages.
But you don't have anyone from like the FBI telling you that, or law
I have
enforcement?
leaks.
Okay.
I have leaks.
No.
Has anyone leaked?
Trust me,
And
bro. I have
Tyler
leaks.
Robinson
But has anyone said to you, even off the record, like, yeah, we faked these?
I have very strong sources everywhere on both sides.
Everywhere.
Well, I look forward to seeing the evidence of that.
So in other words, it seems like no evidence. Candace Owens is a distraction. She's doing 3 things. Well, maybe 4 to 5, actually. She's making a bag. She's driving division between people on the right. She's driving mistrust of our law enforcement, which is in a red state with a red administration. It'd be different if it was in New York or California. That's it. She's a distraction. And the person benefiting the most from what Candace is doing is Candace. Anyway, just a reminder, I have a free email newsletter where I give you morning updates about what's going on. It's a great place to get uncensored information from me. The link is in my profile. I'll see you in the next one.
And I
Highly recommend this guy, the Jeffrey Mead. Yeah, but really good source of information. Really cool, calm, collected guy. Really like him. But yeah, that's Candace Owens. And again, like Tim Pool had the best. As I said in that Milo debate, which I watched the full thing, like of that Timcast, like he had the best breakdown. It's like it's every single conservative influencer that was in the Charlie Kirk sphere is trying to carve their
Their
audience
slice, yeah.
carve their slice out of that TPUSA audience, because that everyone's thinking that TPUSA is just going to fall apart and die without Charlie Kirk at the helm, which it is possible that could happen.
It's currently happening. I mean,
Yes.
everybody that these people like Candace Owens are driving the dagger into the wound and twisting it open to get their piece of the pie. They want what's left of Charlie's audience to come to them. I mean, Candace makes a lot of money doing this, a lot.
Yep.
And this is her grift now. This is, again, I have sources. I have trusted sources everywhere.
Again, she won't say names. When you don't say the names of your sources cannot be trusted.
It goes right back to that whole Gamergate thing. Whenever she had her little what was that?
Social autopsy.
Remember, she goes, I have names and I will release receipts right now if these attacks on me don't stop. It's like, why don't you just release the tags and the names, and the attacks will stop anyway, and then we'll have the names of the people who are actually doing the BS. No. And it just seems like maybe she didn't actually have the receipts and the names. She was just doing it as a blackmailing threat.
Exactly. He said, but that was the thing. It was a blackmail. She didn't have any names or any receipts. That just stopped.
She
and
just
she just
said
thinks
she
that
did.
she just thinks that that's the trump card. Is if I say that every single time something bad happens, not realizing that works on left wingers that are causing bot farms to attack you. It doesn't work on right wingers who are just like, no, we want to hear the truth.
We're searching
give me,
for the truth.
Give me the truth here. And you don't have it, and when you have it, you don't release it again. She's doing exactly what she claimed Trump did with the Epstein files. The ultimate betrayal Trump did was not release the Epstein files. Ultimate betrayal she's doing to her audience right now, not releasing whatever this grandiose evidence is of Israel or Turning Point or Erica Kirk that killed Charlie Kirk. Where is this evidence?
And it's the thing too. It's like the Christian. The true conservatives and Christian conservatives are like Rorschach from The Watchmen. We want the truth, no compromise. It's like that's what we want. We want the truth. I mean, again, that's why the Epstein stuff's still so hot. It's like we don't care who it implicates. We want the truth. We don't care if it destroys a bunch of big business people.
I don't care. I would still like to see what's on there,
and we can deem who's worthy of forgiveness and who's not.
We will be the judges of that.
Yeah.
But anyway, here's this next one here. This guy's good too. Reformation Red Pill podcast.
Reformation Red Pill.
Sorry, Reformation.
Charlie going on dates and the girl they liked and me always being the wing woman and him asking. This text message is one of my favorite text messages between me and Charlie when he was getting ready to go on a date. And, he didn't date many people. And he was just kind of in love with this girl. And he was asking me, should I wear this? And this is the text message. It's so sweet. He said, do I have to change this shirt? And I wrote back, yes. And throw it away if you can. Charlie. And he writes, okay.
Yeah, she's
and he's
engaging
wearing
in fan fiction now.
turning.
I can't take this. This video perfectly illustrates why I do not trust Candace Owens as far as I can throw her. In my view, this video illustrates the fact that she is a narcissist and a maniacal, vindictive person. She has made
We already know
death
that.
of supposedly her best friend all about her. I loved it when he would send me, look, you can trust me. Look how much Charlie confided in me. Look at these private text messages that were incredibly intimate from years and years and years ago about how he loved a woman who is not his current grieving widow. Let me tell you guys something. If I die and my best friend goes live in front of millions of people and starts talking about how much I loved one of my ex-girlfriends, how I was so in love with them, that man is not my best friend. That man is evil. If he would do that to my grieving widow and my children who are going to see this eventually, oh, look how much daddy loved this other woman. It's just so evil. So she's making it all about herself.
Feeds into her claim that he was getting ready to divorce his wife and he was going to probably go back to whatever girl that was. And two, this is so unbelievable. Dudes, that's a mistake that I think we all make at one point where you ask a girl dating advice and then you realize that all the advice she gave you was god awful.
Yeah.
And then just like no dude asks, like that's the whole like him saying, how about this shirt? Like I would do like maybe fashion advice from a girl, but you do not ask a girl like dating advice.
No,
ever.
Because dating advice from women is self-serving. Like it's like, how does it make me feel? How does it make that particular girl feel? Again, different strokes for different folks. Not all girls view things universally. So again, this guy's correct in that analysis. It's narcissism from Candace Owens' part.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see if there's anything else at the end of this.
Taking pot shots at a grieving widow. I don't know. And even the I've got questions about Erica Kirk. Look, just say out loud what you mean. You mean that Charlie Kirk lived the Truman Show, okay? That everyone around him was fake and false and phony, and they actually were plotting to kill him, including his own wife who bore his children. This is a conspiracy that goes down and so deep and so far.
I didn't even watch this far. He's literally talking exactly what I was talking about. I just watched it for that first part right there because I was like, that was the best thing right there. But now he's gone down the rabbit hole that I just went down. So this is hilarious.
Back where she literally gave up 5 years of her life to live with this man, to bear his children, only so she could just have him assassinated? What? First of all, that's so insane to say about her, and it's so wild to think that Charlie Kirk was such an idiot to be duped by all his friends and family. Okay, so to me, what you have to believe in order to have your questions about Erica, so much crazier than the official narrative. And I'm here to say there are some holes in the official narrative. I think we should investigate. I think we should talk through them. I think we should talk about them. That's fine. What she's doing is evil. That video in particular is why I don't trust her elsewhere, because this video illustrates her character. To me, it looks like her character is narcissistic and maniacally vindictive. Okay, so those are my thoughts. I think she's insufferable. Guys, I know you're going to fight about it in the comments. Hey, maybe you can convince me. Maybe you can show me some evidence that will convince me to change my mind. I'm not going to be convinced on this video. I think this video just demonstrates such incredible character flaws. This video is why I don't trust her. Those are my thoughts.
Yeah, and again, I'll say this too. It's super disrespectful to her own husband. Like, Candace is like, she's engaging in fan fiction that she's created. It's like, oh, Charlie would have listened to me do this. Charlie would have done this for me. It's like, lady, you have a husband. Like, this is weird what you're doing. But I mean, I guess maybe her husband's all about the almighty dollar. And he's like, no, baby, keep doing what you're doing. Like, the dollar sign's going up. Graph go up, mean good. You know?
Yeah, this is weird. Like, it would concern you as a husband to have your wife or spouse talk about another man this much.
Yes.
It should bother you. I mean, it would bother me if I was dating Candace Owens and like, could you stop fucking talking about Charlie Kirk?
Yeah.
Like, it's bothering me.
Yeah, for God's sakes, have some mercy on his wife.
Yeah.
I'd be like, how do you feel if it was me that was dead and Charlie Kirk's wife was saying, Candace Owens did it? You know what I mean? Like,
but that's just the whole thing is like why, but that shows you that, that's the Groyper mindset is like, the Truman Show thing was a great analysis. You know, I hadn't even thought that far. I just was thinking like spy, you know, like undercover spy goes so deep they have a family with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like my 2 cents is like, I kind of saw it as the whole that's why the Groypers kind of buy that, because they're like, yeah, the Jews are behind everything, so it makes sense that the Israel like was Truman showed everything about Charlie Kirk's life and input the freaking like
Jews,
his wife there.
The Jews orchestrated the world to put his parents together to have him in order to, and they grew him in their little Jewry, you know.
But yeah, it's just like that's the point. It's like, wow. You're really having to go reach really far to like say that this is how much that they pay people off.
You know, actually, I'm starting to see it. I'm thinking they all might be right about this thing.
Oh man, but here's this next one. I don't even remember what this one is because we've had so many good ones, but I don't even remember what this one is. Let's check this one out real quick.
We see usually the narrative, especially when you're talking about the Middle East, it seems that all of the blame, they always want to blame Israel, no matter what. The strangest things, anything could happen. It could not rain for 3 days, and it's, it's curse Israel, the Israel state, the IDF, they brought about all of this.
There were.
And this says Candace Owens 5 years ago to Candace Owens today.
Yep.
For whatever reason, 12 Israeli cell phones on the ground at Utah Valley University the day that Charlie Kirk was assassinated. Because Israel's controlling our government. So no, the answer is no. Trump is powerless against him. We haven't had, I don't think we've been a sovereign nation since they shot JFK. And when I say they, it's like people online say, what do you mean by they? I'm talking about Israel. I don't want you guys to read in between. I'm talking about Israel. This is our never again, okay? This is a Holocaust. The Holocaust just happened in this pre-planned, controlled demolition of Gaza. All of this began before October 7th.
Because we see usually the narrative, especially when you're talking about the Middle East.
My 2 cents is Groypers are unfortunately, it's true. Like Groypers are the equivalent to left-wing, like progressive radical activists that are always constantly on Twitter. That is the Groyper class for the right wing. The ones that are always terminally online and going down these rabbit holes. And I believe she knew that. Like, I think that's why you see her rhetoric start to change. Besides the fact that that she also had the whole falling out with
Daily
PragerU
Wire.
and Ben Shapiro and all that. So, and like that's the thing. So she's having this falling out with Daily Wire. She's kind of cultivating an audience of anti-Jew people, and she was feeding them. And you have to remember, is like you see a massive spike if you go anti-Israel from overseas too, because it's all the Middle Eastern and like Muslim country people.
Look at it this
that
way.
are online too.
She's cultivating a progressive audience as well as a far right audience, because the far left hates Israel and the far right hates Israel. So she's cultivating the largest audience. Like, if you want to cultivate a huge audience, go anti-Israel, because everybody hates the Jews. Everybody. Like, there are more Muslims than there are Jews. There are more Christians than there are Jews. So, again, if you want a big audience, say anti-Israel stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's just how it works. Like, again, my views have definitely changed on Israel. Like, I'm the type of person that went from, being a huge Israel supporter to being, not a dollar sent to them. You know what I mean? It's like, they can handle it themselves. We'll just not help them at all. We won't even look over there. Like, your problem, you deal with it. So I've definitely come around on the whole, my understanding of God's chosen people and the chosen land and all that stuff has changed a whole lot. Now, I still agree I would rather Jewish people have it, because they'll not like the Muslims. The Muslim they'll destroy all the holy sites and destroy anything associated with Christianity. But I definitely am more on the Groyper / Candace Owens side of, let's not send them any money, but I'm definitely not, hey, they've been planning it for years. It's like the puppet master. They're controlling the weather in order to,
Yeah.
Anyway, but again, if you want a big audience, hate on the Jews, because, like I said, there's no point being pro-Israel because there's not enough pro-Israel people around.
But but this is the last one. This one I just thought was funny. You sent me this.
Yeah, I mean, it's just...
So then, this is the thing they don't tell you, is like, Charlie Kirk is alive and well, everyone.
Yes.
He just wanted to retire and live a comfortable life as a security guard at a mall.
Yes.
So check it out. Check this out.
Hey, officer. Is your name Charlie?
Johnny?
No, Charlie?
No, it's not Charlie.
No?
No.
What's your name?
John?
John?
Yeah.
John Kirk?
No, not John Kirk.
You look just like my friend Charlie.
Oh.
Can I please have a sticker, officer?
Yeah, you can.
Can you please tell me when to turn on rainbow, officer? Place bet? Oh, excuse me, officer?
What?
So this, I can tell you exactly what this is. This is AI, because that was an ad.
Yeah.
Right there. That is an AI thing. So that probably is an actual, like, real thing that happened, but they definitely probably put a Photoshop thing over Charlie.
Oh, yeah.
Because
it's too perfect.
He immediately went, would you gamble? It was literally like a gambling app, I
Yeah.
believe. So but that's how bad that these advertisements are getting now. Is like they're literally playing into conspiracy theory.
Yes.
Look, Charlie Kirk actually didn't die, but and that's how good ads are getting now. Like those ones where. The one where you see, like, the professors where, like, people are filming their Harvard professors, and it's showing them, like, looking like they're crying and having a meltdown. It's like, that is literally an advertisement. My professor's definitely a liberal, but, then, like, it's just, but use this AI ad and you can make all your professors look like a crazy liberal. You're just like,
yeah.
It's like, wow, man.
Harvard engaging in top-tier marketing, yeah.
Exactly, but, I mean, that's really, like, all we had, man. Just
again, went from Tim Pool, not the people thinking that Tim Pool manufactured a shooting at his own property, to Candace Owens and the whole Milo Yiannopoulos thing. But yeah, what a great thumbnail you made today, Chad. That's awesome.
Thank you.
But again, folks, there is no equivalent of these shootings on the right, and if you think there are, you're living in a fantasy world. Because I mean, remember they tried to assassinate Donald Trump 3 times already. That they sweep the 3rd one under the rug because they stopped it before it happened. You remember that they got that
the one
Afghan
at the golf
guy.
course. Yeah, the one at his golf course.
No, not that one. The Afghan terrorist that.
No, that was the one that they said that they think paid that first guy off.
Ah.
Yeah. Not him. I'm sorry, the second one. But yeah, but there was an exchange. He was the guy who was like a front man trying to like hire people to kill Donald Trump.
So,
But
I mean,
yes, still,
then that's
yeah.
more conspiracy than not. I mean, that's actually a conspiracy because there were more people involved than just the crazy lunatic guy. But I mean, it's like everyone thinks the first guy was BlackRock, hired him to do it.
Exactly.
So again, there is no equivalent on the right on this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's crazy to say so. And again, the left is like, oh, fake. He's doing it himself. A year ago, the day he was getting ready to. He had another thing happened where they shot a 9mm at his house. It's like, sure, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And is it within the realm of possibility that maybe it was just some hunters shooting some stuff near his land?
Yep.
Probably. But, typically if you're hunting public land, you're not supposed to shoot anywhere near a house.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be safe to say that it was done intentionally.
Mm-hmm.
So I bet again, it's like the left is like, oh, they're engaging in fan fiction and conspiracy, just like what the right always does. Again, the left is not going to give any charitable takes here. They're just going to lie, cheat, and steal, and say it's not happening. Turn a blind eye to it because there is no such thing as left-wing violence.
Yep.
Charlie Kirk being killed, not left-wing violence. That's the right.
Yeah. Well, remember they did try to play off like he was a Trump supporter because he had a Halloween costume. Here he was, it showed him riding Donald Trump's back, like he was getting a piggyback ride from Donald Trump. Which, again, that could have been played either way. Are you doing that as, oh, I'm paying this as an homage to Trump, or am I doing this because I hate Trump and I'm, sitting on
I'm
top
in
of
charge.
him? Exactly. I'm the person leading Trump around. Like it can be taken either way.
Yeah.
So
I think that's about all I've got for you today. This is the Twins with Owasso Live. This was the Morning Loop. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe so you too can stay in the loop. That's all we've got for you. God bless you.
See you later, everybody.
She can connect any two events in history with yarn, thumbtacks, and unwarranted confidence. She doesn't need sources. She is the source. She once debated herself and lost twice. Intelligence agencies follow her Twitter just to see what they're doing next. She never met an obvious explanation she couldn't turn into a confusing 2-hour podcast. She possesses priceless secrets, but will share them with anyone for a small subscription fee. In her world, all roads lead to Israel, even cul-de-sacs. She is the most kooky podcaster in the world, but then again, the feds told us to say that. She can